Welcome back. We are now ready to make our way through this gate into Baldur's Gate proper. I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and rest. We have that statue now, so we'll be able to claim that blessing, and we'll refresh our resources. Which, she's not down that much, but, you know, that free bless is a pretty big deal. So I want to go ahead and...
Soldier, my engine, it hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. I want us both to be ready if we can't fix me.
Gortash is going to pay for what he did to you.
Hear, hear. And hey, kicking his ass might burn off a bit of this extra heat. Let's go home. It's about damn time.
I don't remember getting that bit of dialogue in my earlier playthrough, and it kind of surprises me here because it sounds like we didn't get her engine all the way fixed, but I thought I did with Damon before he died back in Last Light Inn. I guess we'll see.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome.
I expected you to be more on guard this close to the brain.
You are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
You have a love interest?
Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was unique, at least when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Berlin was different from my relationship with you.
How so?
In life, she was my business partner. Back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
I do think Shadowheart is still engaged in this sort of mutual manipulation dynamic that they have going on there. So, I'm sorry for your loss.
I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people.
Give the Emperor's hand a reassuring squeeze.
Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Do not mistake Shadowheart's actions here as some kind of empathy or feelings towards the Emperor, but she does recognize that he is the only thing standing between her and fully becoming a Mind Flayer. So she wishes to keep him placated.
Well met.
Could it be true? Duke Stelmane allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Did you know Stelmane very well back in the day?
I met her twice. The first time I was a boy of 7 or 8 at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
If Stelmane was suffering, maybe death was a blessing.
Nonsense. Stelmane was no less worthy of life or success because she was disabled. Her death is no blessing. It is a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
And that Sweet Stone Features buff I was talking about earlier was automatically applied upon finishing the long rest, so we do now have essentially have a bless effect. And one of the things that means is I probably don't really want bless on my bar where I could accidentally cast it and overwrite that effect. Well, let's put a guiding bolt in there. All right, ready to move on.
That's right.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
So let's have everybody hang out here while Shadowheart goes and sees what the effect is if she just goes and tries to talk to these people who may or may not be on the lookout for her.
I'll see what I can learn.
Damned outsiders. Swarming the place.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around.
I'm not a refugee.
Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
This feels like a shakedown. Let's see what happens if I say I don't need money to support myself. I live what I find in nature.
Then you don't need to be in the city. Next!
Interesting.
Address officer for access.
Well, I'm not gonna sit there and pay a bribe if I don't have to, so...
Unseen. Perfect. Off I go.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
Waypoint discovered.
I don't mind it. Honest.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Let's see what I can glean.
No trespassing. Got it?
I'll get out of here.
In a brothel.
It's got private rooms. And all round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron refuses me for a member,
I'd probably break his nose.
Now, what might you be hiding?
Well, this isn't even marked as owned, so let's see what else I can... Yep, I'm gonna pick this place clean.
I'd probably break
Alright.
Have to keep low. Best step softly. on with them.
break his nose. Good boy.
Great! We can bunk a ton of people and pray none of them have sticky fingers.
Ah, there's people there.
Better off sleeping in the gutter.
I ought to speak.
Greetings.
Ah, just a greetings. So they don't care if I come in?
I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
It's not claimed?
Exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
Alright, I'll take everything that's not nailed down.
I probably suppose. Good boy.
You know, it feels like it may have been an oversight somehow for those things to not be marked as claimed, but whatever.
How about the Flophouse? It has plenty of space.
Mustn't let anyone see. Simply begging to be robbed. Perfectly hidden. Now what might you be hiding?
Let anything happen to you.
Don't mind if I do. I see a way. We've got to keep moving.
Which means we're getting a real room.
Just check for anything useful.
Staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
isn't at least a double bed in your whistle?
How about the Flophouse? It has plenty of spare beds.
Exactly. We can bunk a ton of people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. Better off sleeping in the gutter.
None shall see me.
I won't let any...
Better tread carefully. Let's see this done.
Right. Hear me out. Jares's caress also has rooms.
Staying
Let's see.
in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for
Calm
a
and
member
quiet. That's the way.
I'd probably...
Let's see what I can spirit away.
Flophouse.
Then that's an ability. Just want somewhere warm and safe.
Ah, safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything
Keep watch. I know you have.
I
Need to
don't
press onward.
mind it. Honestly.
Which means we're getting a real room.
Hear me out. Jerez is
I'll go
correct.
this way.
Alright, I'm done screwing around with the thing. But let's approach them from this side and see if they see anything
Let's see
different.
what's to be said.
Listen, it's got
Access confirmed. Proceed at will.
Well, how about that?
Ranged.
Don't mind us.
Why does Worm's Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the Flophouse? It has plenty of spare beds. The missus and I have been dreaming about the city. No more sleeping rough. Didn't expect to find it locked down tighter than a watcher's fist.
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone. Damned coronation.
There's Fraygo's Flophouse, which we are supposed to look for clues about the murder.
Jerez's caress also has roots.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all...
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin?
Baldur's Gate was a safe refuge when I left it. This must be Gortash's doing.
As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
I agree.
Did. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it.
Sounds like someone forgot their paperwork.
Oi! That's not right at all! The bridge guard chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Probably break his nose. Good.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim. and his bleeding notions.
Crossing has so few lodges. We need at least a double bed.
How about the Flophouse?
Let's see.
It has plenty of spare beds.
Great. Then that's den of iniquity.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again.
Oh, what's your trade?
Let me show you.
Potions are always a welcome sight.
Pleasure doing business.
But she did have other stuff to say.
This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Need anything?
Oh, I guess I missed my opportunity to talk to her about stuff besides.
We should return for the ceremony.
We have time. Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
Who did you think I was?
The landlord, Sir Fraygo Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you.
I'm looking for a killer. A dwarf dressed in red. Just like you.
How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
Our chance to start over. And I will gladly do so.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up.
I am feeling a bit pickish. What do you have?
Have a skeg at these.
Don't really need food items, but hey, another trader.
That should do you.
The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
Look at you! You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamy-jigs?
I trust them about as far as I could throw them.
Aye, I'll second that. It's alright where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I...
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
We're here to kill Cazador. That's the only way you'll... Actually, I'm gonna let Astarion handle this.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother, please!
Talk or burn, your choice.
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them.
They'll warn him we're coming.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves.
So let's do it.
I knew I could count on you. It's that killer instinct I love so much. And now we know that Cazador's skulking somewhere beneath the palace. It'll be infinitely easier to track him down. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
So we did find something for Astarion. 2 of his vampires spawn, and we learned the location of Cazador's ritual beneath his palace. But we still need to find something to do with the murders. These are all marked as owned, but it seems there's only one dude up here. There's a ladder there. And another door here. Ooh. Oh, this just goes outside. Well, there's something we can pop. There's...
Unnoticed. Good. I love the sound of lockpicking.
Your lockpicking is attracting attention. Tread carefully.
I was trying to back out of it. Interesting.
Here goes.
What a day. Really? One step at a time.
There's no time to waste.
Let's see if that'll hold him in place.
Quiet as a mouse. Look, how tempting.
And I'll use this opportunity to look in all of these.
Mine needs greater anyway.
Well, I found plenty of supplies in these chests, none of which were mine, but all of which are now. But I didn't find any clues, so up to this ladder. Alright, well this looks like an attic area, so I'll go ahead and take everything that's here. Nobody's coming anytime soon to see me.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
Once I unlocked this wardrobe, it led me to a secret room back here. It's pretty small, so I guess I'll just... Temple plans.
A map. Shapeshifter's location and Father Lorgan's name on top. The killer must have been here.
Torn parchment. This letter is torn and stained, and some of the words are indecipherable. Take the blank ist, find the blank, and make them offerings in blank his name. Bring their blank ends to the tri blank. Prove your worth. Become blank of the highest accord. Maybe this bloodstained parchment will have more useful information. Messy splatters of deep red-brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dread Lord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murder by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. Duke Belane Stelmane, Elfsong Tavern, killed. Father Lorgan, Open Hand Temple, killed. Dribbles the Clown, Rivington, killed. Alexander Rainforest, officer near the counting house, Lower City, killed. Frank Peartree, abode near Fraygo's fireworks, killed. Cora Highberry, large home near Baldur's Mouth Gazette, Lower City. Figaro Pennygood, Facemaker's Fashion, Lower City. Chef Rovier, Elfsong Tavern Kitchen, Lower City. Nisha Lisha, Blushing Mermaid, Lower City. Vari Vianthiper, Upper City. Frederick Hune, Upper City. So this is a list of murder victims. We've already seen that 3 of them have been killed, and apparently a couple after then. The next one on the list would be this Cora Highberry in a large home near the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. And we now have... We found the layer of a Baalist murder in the Flophouse with a target list, with instructions to slay specific Baldurians and frame the Absolute for it. Father Lorgan is on the list. We could warn somebody. We should show this to Investigator Valeria. If we kill 2 targets from the list and bring severed hand as proof, we can stand before the murder tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal, which could lead us to Orin. So I'm going to put that in my quest item bag. This scarlet leather armor. It's basically just +1 bonus to stealth checks. We have better than that already.
Organs stuffed in vials. I doubt they were donated willingly.
Bloodstained note. 2 hands now, 2 hands. 2 of them more needed. Not enough. Must cover myself in glory to be covered in blood more. Now, I missed a perception check over here, so I'm gonna bring everybody up here, but I do want to see what's out this door real quick.
Let's see.
Just a balcony, huh? Alright, so let's bring everybody here.
Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Investigation. Try to discern the source.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Pull out the body. The body of Ffion Goldgrind. Fion's key. Of course, I've already picked the lock to that chest. To the best of wives and mothers. So it looks like this person killed their own
Familiar
wife.
design, this key. That dead shapeshifter in the tunnels had one just like it.
But also, I'm done lockpicking for now. But also,
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
how did you die?
Murdered by my son.
Killed by her own kid. A damn tragedy, that.
Where can I find your son?
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Who is your son?
Dalor.
What does your son look like?
Dwarf. Like me. Dresses in red.
She may not know why her son killed her, but what is this place?
Landlord. Contraband storage.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
And I feel like we should all just
Got to press
leave
on.
this way.
The pride of the gate.
I'm ready. Have to keep pushing.
That way, if the other dude gets curious, he won't
Confuses me
find
for
us.
a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
I'd better do the talking.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be?
Not really very interested in fish.
Come back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed.
It's a state
We can run with 10 other people.
Might find something
That
useful.
makes sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
If it'll make you feel better, then fine. 15 low cities.
Why is everyone acting so normal? The Absolute armies are coming. We need to stock up.
If you're here to shop, just buy what's needed, all right? Some people are panic buying. Let's not add to the problem.
There's a chest over there, but there's a door we could possibly come out over there, so let's
you deserve to cut loose.
investigate that before
Librarians
jumping
are
across
staying
gaps,
with
across a
Owen
chasm.
on all fours and
We can get in Worm's Crossing.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry, you know where to find me.
If your mighty mouse needs...
I got it. I got it. And thanks.
Yeah? Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
Give up a kidney for a tour of the Steelwatch Foundry.
Let's go to Calmscott's. She has the most fabulous sendal. It's perfect for a chef.
Okay, well, the only door I see in is that one or that one, so let's...
No time to dally. Unseen as I was taught.
Sterling, it's
Now, what are you hiding?
no shopping for a suit. Dinner with Mo.
No time to dally.
some kind of storage. Let's clear it out.
Gently does it.
You told me the armor was a bomb.
Okay. Well, got some random stuff there.
Let's try this way.
You're not wearing armor. Similar to my mother and father.
Whatever for? Does the hand not assist the lips? The lips the tongue?
Did you get to look at their gyrometics?
Or the tongue.
there's some doors up there too.
We have to be prepared.
Get in Worm's Crossing.
Unnoticed. Good. Worth locking. Worth opening.
To feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy. Let them see you taking charge of your
The Devil's Den. Somebody's here.
I'd better take a peek.
Notes and letters from mortals to Raphael, begging for boons, help, and assistance. Margin notes call out the Devil's favorites, as in this example. Says she wants her siblings out of the way so she can take full control of the family business, only so their late mother will be properly honored by its efficiency and profitability. How utterly disingenuous. One has to admire it. There's no profit for me in taking her gnarly little soul. Helping her would be sheer indulgence. But if I'm not indulging myself, why bother with any of this? So, I have apparently found... Yep, there he is, Raphael. And Raphael can see all the way into here. Let's get away from here. I do not wish to talk to Raphael at this time.
Let's try this way.
Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it.
Let's see what we have here.
My tools can fix anything.
What I wouldn't give to be the gun who invented the steel watch.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch?
She has the most...
I'd better do the talking.
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built...
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
I like her. Trade. I don't need any of this right now, but I like her.
Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you.
and that's probably gonna be as far that way as we go right now. But there is a ladder over here.
Imagine seeing the Watcher power for the first time. Oh, my heart flutters at the thought.
Another quick. Feels like the ground's gonna open up and swallow me.
The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own.
Not good news for us.
Onward. Time for a little pilfering.
Well, so there's that door, but there's this door here as well, which leads into this little area, which looks like it'll be somewhat self-contained.
Let's see what my touch can do.
Looks like an alchemy lab of some sort. Huh? Just a self-contained little treasure trove of alchemy.
Better get to it. This way.
Probably this guy's alchemy. I just robbed him blind.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it.
Other person with you. I enjoyed it.
A hero is nothing without the right equipment. See Danthelon's dancing axe for all your adventuring needs.
Fabulous sandal. It's perfect for a shirt.
Welcome to Danthelon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers. Don't draw any trouble on old Enthar. He acts like he's up for it, but he's retired for a reason.
Worth talking to, perhaps.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.
We're not welcome to go back there.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service?
Let's see what you have to trade. I like this trader because he's got potions and arrows that I can come back for. But I'm going to take a quick look at the equipment as well. I think I definitely do want this Cloak of Displacement. Certainly that's better than armor class and saving throws +1 for Shadowheart. And then somebody else can get that Cloak of Protection that's not wearing a very useful robe. And then of course there's posts. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of shopping.
Short Father bless you.
Okay. So I got the Cloak of Displacement, and I gave that to Shadowheart, and I put the Cloak of Protection on Wyll, so that Cloak of Elemental Absorption or whatever, he's not wearing that anymore. And then I also purchased these Horns of the Berserker. Seeking Blood, you gain a +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking creatures that have already taken damage. And unarmed and melee attacks will deal an additional 2 necrotic damage as long as you don't have your full health. If you don't deal any damage this turn, you take 1 to 4 necrotic damage at the end of your turn. So she doesn't do melee very often, but the +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking creatures that have already taken some damage, that'll help with the throwing, I think. So, and you know, sometimes she does do melee. She certainly can with the Nirulna. You know, she's pretty good at it. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good for Karlach.
Actually, Gortash invented to go still.
In the meantime, it does mean I have very little gold remaining, and I didn't even purchase any arrows.
Worth a try. Need to keep going.
Ah, there is this door where we are not welcome. However, oh, actually, I did forget to actually check out what's up here.
Let's see what I can glean.
Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no?
What do you have for sale? I'm just gonna get right to business.
Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm?
Cloud Giant Fingers. I like this guy already. I'm low on cash at the moment, so the only thing I purchased from him was that Cloud Giant Finger, but
be sure to savor each purchase.
I'll be visiting this shop more later. I'm sure of it. Oh. I want to make use of these shops, so I don't think I'll steal from them. That being said,
You are not wearing armor to meet my man.
it's telling me it can't find the path to fly, but rather than bring Wyll up here to cast Featherfall, I'll just use a scroll. I should be able to jump down there then.
Quiet as a mouse. Let's get this lock to yield.
your worries at me. Gortash invented the steel watch?
Okay, okay. And this stuff is not claimed, so whatever it might be here.
Might as well take a look.
And look at this view out over the river. I can even just barely see the beach where I watched the Stone Lord and guild thugs fight each other. Surveillance notes. The city's harpers appear to operate independently, each separate cell feeding into a ranking member who oversees the larger network. It's an effective method, distributing their efforts and ensuring that each unit is safeguarded against the infiltration of the others. But once already compromised, this structure is their greatest weakness, with no individual harper being able to tell where the contamination began and how far it has spread. And so while they scramble to rebuild themselves, we will carry on with the Chosen's work. That makes me think that this place is somehow under the absolute control. This cage, something broke out. Ooh, elixir of cloud giant strength. Well, if this place is harboring cultists, then I will probably go ahead and take everything I can from this room anyway. And then I got in through the balcony, but this will be a better door to leave by, I think.
Let's see what we have here.
Next time, I think, we will start making our way up this side. Yeah, up this side of the bridge. So, I will see you then.
Staying